That's right, folks! The new Super Smash Bros. Is finally out. Now let's not waste any time with the and get right to the fun.
So, I was gonna go ahead and make a joke about how the game starts off by telling you that you're playing the game, but my recording decided to be a butt and it deleted itself. So, here it is, guys. Look, we started playing Super Smash Bros. Laugh. No, but really. I guess you're probably wondering what I'm gonna start out by saying. Oh my gosh, this game's totally fucking awesome, guys, yeah! Well, yeah, something along those lines, actually. Obvious things aside, my main focus before anything else was to try out 8-player Smash. And I've got to say, I was really surprised by just how good it turned out to be. It's not at all hard, at least for me, to find out where I am on the screen. The gameplay is smooth, albeit extremely chaotic, but what can you expect? It's Smash Bros. With 8 people. I'm stating the obvious again, aren't I? Back on the topic of 8-player Smash though, as stated, I find this mode to be incredibly good. Maybe not perfect of course, but hey, what is really? The thing I was second most excited about was the stage builder. Just make a stage of all cannons, and okay, we're good. Aw man, what do you mean I can't make a thing that has all cannons and nowhere to walk? That's no fun. The stage builder mode is a drastic improvement over Brawls. Well, not entirely. It is a lot better, but there are some cool features that Brawls had that this one lacks, such as the ability to add falling platforms, ice platforms, spikes, rotating platforms, treadmills, etc., but it all makes up for it in the much more freeform design element that this game has.
So now we're going to talk about some of the new features that Smash Bros. Has to offer.
More specifically, let's talk about the new spin on Classic mode. In past Smash Bros. Titles, Classic was a straightforward arcade-style fighting gauntlet, in which you'd go through a series of set matches with a couple of minigames to test you. But in Smash Bros. For Wii U, you get to pick which battles you want to fight. Now, I'll admit, when watching the 50 Fact Extravaganza, I was a bit skeptical about the way the Classic mode was going to play out. But upon going into it and realizing that there would be 8-player matches, potential reward bonuses, the ability to choose your own teammates, and all of that good stuff, I was more than sold on this new take on Classic mode. For a quick side note, being a huge Nintendo fan, my opinion may be a bit biased, but I've heard some people say that Smash Bros. Isn't worth the time because of the Call of Duty effect, which would be each new game is just the last one, copied and pasted with some new features added. I disagree. But before we get into my own personal bias, there are a few complaints that I have with the game, but none are actually too notable that it would ruin my overall opinion. First and foremost is the lack of a story mode. However, I quickly shut down this notion. Super Smash Bros. Story/adventure modes have been appealing since they started in Melee. But the original Smash Bros. Didn't have a story mode, and I feel like this one is pretty well off without one as well. The only other complaint I have is the rate at which you unlock characters. In past Smash Bros. Titles, it could take a few weeks to a few months to unlock all of the characters, but in Smash Bros. Wii U, it sort of feels rushed, and it feels like they didn't really want to include any unlockable characters. That being said, I still tried to take my time with it, despite the fact that it only took me about 3 days. Sunday, I think? I think it was Sunday. Might have been Monday. All I know is that it was a day. Rest assured. Back to the good stuff, one of my favorite features of the new game is the trophy box. I find it very cool and interesting that now instead of only collecting trophies, you're given an incentive to try and complete each individual case. I know, I'm weird, but having collectibles in video games is just so satisfying. At least in my opinion. And of course, All-Star Mode returns in all of its glory, with awesome Final Smash trophies. Like I said, I'm weird, but something about getting an awesome Final Smash trophy instead of just some kinda lame, boring alternate costume is just so much more rewarding.
So I know there's a ton of new features in the Smash that I haven't covered yet, like Smash Tour, Master Orders, Crazy Orders, etc., but there's a ton of more videos coming out as well. So, I guess you'll just have to wait.
Hey everybody, thanks for the view. I appreciate it. If you want to continue to support, you can do that by clicking subscribe. I always appreciate a new buddy. Keep updated on the show by following me on Twitter at BillyTheKid700. And if you're in the mood to go see something scary, you can click the link right there. That'll take you to my Halloween special. It's about some scary games that I found on Google. Thanks again for watching, friends. Peace out.